Alright, y'all, we're gonna be doing some stand-up comedy, and trying to beat Minecraft. Okay. Lately, I've been thinking about homonyms, like how would history would look if, we've been mixed up by them. Like, like what if Batman was actually supposed to be a baseball player? Or maybe an iPhone was like supposed to be a phone like for your eyes, like your eyeballs. Or what if like when we were making the seasons, the season guy was actually talking about like a little metal coil, like a spring. That would be quite something. Speaking of confusing language, I was recently accused of being a homophobe because someone thought my name was Jim, but that could also mean gym, like where you work out. I told them that I'm not homophobic because I actually have gay friends. Oh, and when I say I have gay friends, I meant friends who are lighthearted and carefree. But that would actually make me homonymic because it's spelled the same in both meanings. I tried to correct them, but at that point they had already bashed my face in. Wait, why are you laughing? Anyways, the other day I was trying to print some stuff. It was like 1,000 pages of paper, and I look at the total bill and it's like $200. So I'm like, whoa, $200. It's like 20 cents a page. That's like 40 cents for 2 pages. I mean, when did paper and ink get so expensive? Like there must be a shortage of like trees or something. But I mean, last time I checked, there's still a forest next to my house. So like, I don't know, why don't they just take some trees from there? Or I guess maybe there's a shortage of squids, so ink is more expensive. But then I remember I had some calamari like just yesterday. I was at Staples, so I asked like what was going on. Like, oh, why is it so expensive? And all they said was, why do you need 1,000 pictures of Po from Kung Fu Panda? And then and then I said, you're dodging the question. Kind of like how Po dodges an attack from Tai Lung, like in Kung Fu Panda. Wait, who am I? What am I? Speaking of calamari, I had got it at a fancy restaurant, and they serve Spanish food there. I was like, Spanish food, wow. I really want to get some tacos or like a burrito or something. Um, but the server said they don't have that stuff there because that's like Mexican food. So I say, yeah, that makes sense actually. I've been reading the Odyssey by Homer. There's this one part where the guys are trying to invade a city, so they give him like a big wooden horse as a gift. But there's really a bunch of soldiers on the inside, so like the city like accepts the gift, they let them in the city walls, and they think they're all good. But then at night, like all the soldiers sneak out and they just conquer the city. And this had got me thinking like, what would it be like to be a soldier in there, like in the horse? Like, oh, don't mind me, I'm just a horse's lung, or its heart, or like its liver or something. I recently got some chocolates from someone as an apology, and all I could think about was the Trojan horse story, right? So I'm in my kitchen, like cutting up all these chocolates to get inside them, because maybe there's like a bomb or poison or something in them. But no, it turns out it was just like caramel and fudge and stuff. Some of y'all may have heard there's actually a movie coming out that's based on the Odyssey. I think it's called The Odyssey. And like everyone knows the story of the Odyssey. It's like one of the greatest pieces of media, most famous. So that has me wondering, like, why would they bother making a movie about it if we know what's gonna happen already? I think they realized this too, so they had to think of other ways to make it interesting, right? So it looks like one way they're gonna do that is with the costumes. All these like Greek warriors have crazy armor, super cool like black metal outfits. And people were saying online that like the soldiers look like Batman, and it's actually like stirred up a lot of controversy. Um, I think it's because the story is set in like the year 100, and they hadn't even invented baseball yet. All right. Thanks for Have a great night, everybody.